Wow, guys, Bitcoin did exactly as we has discussed in yesterday's video with that potential wildcard scenario where we actually just see a falling wedge formation breaking out to the downside, going sideways and then breaking back into this channel. Right, so this is actually quite beautiful to see, and if you were a member of WhaleAlerts, you actually got a message exactly right here at the bottom, and you got this game plan also because this was a bounce we highly anticipated, and we also expected this as a higher likelihood outcome, especially after breaking the EMA ribbon on multiple time frames. So that was a little bit the resistance area right here, the 4-hour EMA ribbon, and of course the former support of this falling wedge. But we broke through them both, which is actually just very, very bullish. And I have to be honest, this is not the only bullish chart that we are seeing right now in crypto space. So before going back to Bitcoin and looking at the structure, I really want to have a look at these other charts. First of all, let's go to whaleportal.com. What we are seeing right here, and this might be one of the best indicators, guys, is that the average funding fee was negative, extremely negative. This made it even more easy to predict this bounce, right? Because in yesterday's video I've also go over the derivatives exchange data. So we had negative funding rates, we had premium index negative, and we had a high reading at the bottom. We have the take buy sell ratio going over the green line right here. As you see, only the moving average going over the green line right here, which means like there's increased amount of buying pressure going on, because traders are buying Bitcoin with market orders. They just fat fingering Bitcoin, buying it. So this is basically how you should use WhalePortal as well. We see a nice scenario in the chart. We see a potential scenario which is basically brought to us by the structure, and then we are going to confirm that with derivatives exchange data. Is funding rates confirming it? Yes. Premium index? Yes. Open interest? Yes. Take buy sell ratio? Yes. Okay, let's go. So that is the way how we use WhalePortal. And guys, that's exactly the reason why I created WhalePortal, is to bring that extra dimension to trading so that traders like you and me have a better grip on the markets. Okay, let's go to the other charts. The US dollar stablecoin chart looks very good because it broke out to the downside, confirms a rally in the Bitcoin price. It lost this support as well. This is also something that we shared over on WhaleAlerts. And then we have let's go to the daily time frame. We have those charts separate too. So we have the USDC dominance. Of course, this one is way lower than the US dollar Tether dominance because all of this fought with USDC. But we can see that US dollar Tether also lost some significant support and lost the EMA ribbon. So when these charts are in a downtrend, Bitcoin most likely is going up. So I'm actually quite bullish on Bitcoin because everything is confirming that bullishness, right? We are back into this structure, back into, this, you can call it this bigger ascending, broadening wedge, right? But I think it's more better to basically look at the falling wedge formation. But let me get rid of that EMA ribbon because there's a lot of lines on the chart. So what we do have here, we have basically right now a falling wedge that just broke out to the upside. Okay, we have a falling wedge. It broke out to the downside. It went back into the channel. This is something I shared yesterday. This is called the dip. This is something we are seeing very often in Bitcoin, guys. This specific pattern we are seeing very often is we have a falling wedge, a dip, we move sideways, we break back into the falling wedge. If you want to be safe, of course, you get the message already right here. You could long, right? We were already quite sure about Bitcoin bouncing right here. And if you would have WhaleAlerts, you will still get a message on that exact moment due to the premium index. But yeah, if you want to play it more safe, you could of course long the position right here the moment we break back into this channel. So you can play this card basically in multiple ways. but it was a very nice nice pattern that has been playing out. And the target of this pattern, guys, is basically the top of the wedge right here, which would be at roughly 25,000 US dollars. So I also going to expect Bitcoin to reach these levels, to go up to 25k, unless, that is very important, unless Bitcoin is going to break back below these levels. And very important, when the average funding fee turns positive, I'm also going to be extra cautious, because there is one major warning signal, of course, and that is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 lost significant support, and this could definitely trigger a liquidation event in the regular financial markets, and that effect could also come down to the crypto markets, right? So if we ignore the S&P 500, Bitcoin actually looks incredibly good, if you ask me. We still have negative funding. We broke back into this channel. We see the stablecoin dominance coming down. It's all actually looking quite good. The only thing is that the S&P 500 lost a major support. That's the 200-day moving average and the former resistance right here, which actually could happen, that we are going to see a major crash in the S&P 500 today or this week. And that could have an effect on Bitcoin as well. So I'm going to be realistic right here. Bitcoin itself is looking very bullish, but if we include the S&P 500, we still have to be careful right here. So I would say take it level by level. Right now we had a nice bounce, but if we lose this level again, let's say lose 21,750. Also very important, 21,500. So those two levels, the moment we are losing that, the probability of a failed breakout also increases in Bitcoin, and the probability of a continuational move to the downside also increases. So take that in mind, guys. Okay, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If so, make sure to smash up that like button. Very much appreciated. If you like this video, share it with your friends. That's very important for the growth of this channel. Leave a comment down below. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. And I want to wish every single one of you an amazing day today. And I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.